Ready with your pen and paper? Everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. Okay, so the first question is we have suppose 2p is equals to q where p and q belongs to r, that is real number. Find the value of 4p by 2q plus 25 is. Solve this and tell me what's the answer.
Two.
2. Okay, what about others? So I'm getting 2 as an answer. What about others?
Ma'am, 2.
2. Okay.
Two.
2. Everybody is getting. Anybody still solving the question?
Ma'am, two.
2. Okay. I guess everybody is able to solve this. So the thing is, we have been given 4 raised to the power p upon 2 raised to the power q plus 25 raised to the power q upon 625 raised to the power p. Correct? So now I can write 4 as square of 2. Correct? And this is p divided by 2 raised to the power q plus this can also be written as 25q divided by 25 square raised to the power p. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now this is okay. So this is written as 2p by 2q plus 25q divided by 25 2p. And we know that 2p is equals to q, right? So this thing can can be written as 2q upon 2q plus 25q upon 25q. So this will become what? I can write this as 2 by 2 raised to the power q plus 25 by 25 raised to the power q. Okay, this will get cancelled. So it will be 1 raised to the power q plus 1 raised to the power q, which is 2. Is this fine? Is this question clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Half-life of an element is the time period for a half of a given sample of radioactive element to change to another element. The rate of change of concentration is calculated by the formula this. So we have been given this formula, okay, where gamma is the half-life of the material. A naught is the initial concentration and AT is the concentration of the radioactive element in the sample after time t. If radium has a half-life of 1600 years and the initial concentration of radium in a sample was 100%, then calculate the percentage of radium in that sample after 2000 years. Calculate this and tell me the answer. Are you able to solve the question? Have you guys solved it? Are you guys solving the question or not? 42%. Okay. What about others? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. And I
Okay.
just joined, so
0.2.
I'll probably solve the next question.
Okay, that is fine. No, I'm just asking about the other people, like other students. What are they doing? Are they even solving it?
0.42.
0.42. Okay. So you need to calculate the percentage.
42%.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what is the question? So the question is we have been given a formula which is the rate of change of concentration, which is A T, that is A naught 1 by 2 T by gamma. Okay. Now, according to the question, what all values they have been given? They have given us the gamma value. That is my half-life, right? So the gamma is, according to the question, is 16 years. Okay. Then what and the initial concentration is also given, that is my A naught is also given to be 100%. Okay. And then calculate the percentage in that sample after 2000 years. That means the T value is given to be 2000 years. Okay. Just put these values. So basically we need to find out A of 2000, right? So this will be what? 100% multiplied by 1 by 2 raised to the power 2000 divided by 1600. So you need to solve this and you will get 42% or something. 42% some answer. Like, is the question clear? Yes or no? At least speak up if it's yes or no, so that I can just continue with the other question.
Can you explain it again, please?
Okay. So basically, what is the question? So the question has given us the rate of change of concentration with a formula. Okay. So this is my formula, that is AT is equals to A naught into half T by gamma. Okay. What is my gamma? Gamma is the half-life of the material. A naught is the initial concentration. Okay. And AT is the concentration of the radioactive in the sample after time T. Okay. These are the few things. Now, what the question is asking, if the radium has a half-life of 16,000 years, 1600 years. So this 1600 years is basically what my gamma, which is the half-life. Okay. Initial concentration. What was my initial concentration? That is A naught. So according to the question, my initial concentration is 100%. Then calculate the percentage of radium in that sample after 2000 years. So if you see here, my what was my AT? T is the concentration of the radioactive element after time T. So we need to find out AT after 2000 years. That means this is my T. So I have all these values. Just put it in this formula. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this fine?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Now question 2. Question third. Two functions fx and gx. So one fx is this one and gx is this one are well defined. Find the domain of the composite function of g of f. Tell me which option is correct.
One.
Hmm?
First one.
First option.
Yes.
Okay. Option A and
Option A.
Fourth.
option B. Fourth, that is D. Anyone else?
Ma'am, option C.
Option C. Okay.
Option A.
Okay. See, what the question is stating is there are two functions, right? One is fx, which is x plus 1 raised to the power 1 by 2, and one is gx, which is x square minus 1. Correct? Now, what they're asking is I need to find out the domain of the composite function of g of f, right? So, first of all, for this fx, what is my domain? See, fx is my x plus 1. So I can write it as under root of x plus 1. Correct? Now, according to this, my under root of, that means this under root of x plus 1 should be greater than equal to 0. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this will be what? X plus 1 greater than equal to 0. That is x is greater than equal to minus 1. Correct? So if you see from here, my domain for f, okay, will be what? Minus 1 to infinite.
Minus
Okay.
1
Now
to
for g,
infinity.
infinity. Now for this gx also, if you see, what will be my domain? It will be the whole real numbers. Correct? Okay. Now what is g of x? G of f, right? So basically we are finding out g of f of x. Correct? So now this is basically my under root of x plus 1 whole square minus 1. Correct? Hmm? So in this case, if you see, this is actually coming out to be x. Okay. But if you see here, this x, like we will be saying that, okay, the domain will be R. Correct? But you also remember that it is g of f, g of fx, right? So f is actually including my square root. Correct? So I can't include the whole real number because the square root value is also here. Right? My x can be, the x is basically the square root. The f of x is basically the square root. Okay. So I need that my f of x domain should also exist. So we have to take the intersection of both of the domain, right? So what will be my intersection now? It will be from minus 1 to infinite only. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay. So that
ma'am.
means my option C is correct option. Okay. Not the real number. If you are going to be real number, then that means my f of x is not getting included. So I have to make sure that the domain that I'm going to select should be the intersection of g and f of x. Got the point?
Ma'am, can you explain G of F part again, like the second half.
See,
So
G, what is G of F? G of F, that means G of Fx, correct?
Hmm.
So in, like,
Designing
in,
x value, right, to be root of x plus 1. So g of, sorry.
you are saying something?
No, I was just analyzing myself.
Okay, okay. So yeah, so this is what, so this is my G of X, right? So in place of X, I'm just putting F of X. Okay, what is my F of X? F of X is under root of X plus 1. So in place of X, you will just put under root of X plus 1, right? So this will be under root of X plus 1 square minus 1. So if you solve this whole thing, I'm getting X. Okay, so if this is X, that means my domain should be R. But if you just see here, in my G of Fx, my Fx is also getting included, right? That means my domain of F should also be there, correct? So what I will be doing, I will be taking the intersection of both of these. That is the domain of G and the domain of F. Okay, what is the intersection between them? That is domain of G is real number and Fx is minus 1 to infinite. So what will be the intersection? It will be minus 1 to infinite.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so that will be my domain. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so shall we move on to the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, question 4. In a survey, the population growth in an area can be predicted according to the equation this, where D is the percentage growth rate of a population per year. T is the time since the initial population count alpha naught was taken. If in 2015 the population of Adyar was 30,000 and the population growth rate is 4% per year, then what will be the approximate population of Adyar in 2020? So we have been given that T is equals to 0 for the year 2015 and T is equals to 1 for the year 2016 and so on. Solve this and tell me the answer.
Hello.
Yes. Yes. Anyone saying something?
$36,500.
36,500. Okay. What about others?
Thirty-six thousand 480. Like approximately 36,500 only, I guess then.
Okay.
$36,500.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So I guess everybody is getting this answer, correct? So what they are saying is we have been given an equation of growth model, which is alpha t equals to alpha naught 1 plus d by 100 raised to the power t. Okay. Now, d is the percentage growth rate of population per year, and t is the time since the initial population count alpha naught was taken. Okay. Now, what their question is saying, if in 2015 the population of Adyar was 30,000, what is this 30,000? It is basically telling me the initial population count, that is 30,000, correct? Okay. And the population growth rate is 4% per year. So, what is this? So this is D actually, which is 4%. Now, what will be the approximate population of Adyar in 2020? So the first thing is, when my year was 2015, at that time my T was 0. Okay. Then 2016, at that time my T was 1. Now, similarly, if I go on, so 2017, my T will be 2. 2018, my T will be 3. 2019, my T will be 4, and 2020 my t will be 5, right? So that means my t value is 5, correct? So now put all these values. So that means I need to find out alpha. What I need to find out? Alpha of
2020.
mhm, 5. Okay. So this will be 30,000 1 plus.
Is it gonna be 30,604 499?
Yeah, I guess everybody is getting that. So just rounding it off. So this will be raised to the power 5. So this will approximately equal to 36,500. So that is the answer. Is this question clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next question. If f of x is equals to x square in the restricted domain of 0 to infinite, then choose the point where the graph of the function fx and f of inverse intersect each other. This is -1 actually. -1. Okay.
Ma'am, option A and B.
Option A and B. Okay.
Ma'am, option A and C.
A and C. Okay.
Ma'am, to intersect, it has to go across, right? It can't start from that exact place. Correct?
Yeah, correct.
A and C.
A and C. Okay.
Option B.
Option B. Okay. 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 So anybody else still solving the question?
Ma'am, I have one doubt, but probably outside the solving situation. I was actually trying to plot this graph. So it actually didn't came out like when I tried to put in the value f upon minus x to bracket x, sorry, f upon minus 1 to bracket x, it didn't actually plot. Is there a way to plot this to see how those graph actually look?
See, if you plot this diagram, so one is x square. So x square is kind of like this, correct?
That is the parabola. Yep.
Okay. And so if my f of x is x square, what is my f of inverse x? Under root x?
Yes.
Okay, so for under root x, it will be kind of like this. So this is my, okay, so this is my y is equals to under root of x, and this is
Okay.
y is equals to x square. So if you see, my
Got it.
intersection is actually this point.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and this is a straight line. So this is actually an equation of y is equals to x.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So this way you can make it. Okay. So okay. Okay, so if you see here y is equals to x, right? So if you just check, so for okay, then so let's see. Where were we? Okay. So this is f of inverse. Once again. So my f of x is basically my x square, and f of inverse of x is under root of x, right? So what they're saying is we need to choose the points where the graph of the function fx and this intersect each other. If they're going to intersect, that means my x square will be equal to under root of x. At that point only they will intersect, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this will be what? This will be x raised to the power 4 equals to x. Now this will be x raised to the power 4 minus x equals to 0. Okay. So this will be x cube minus 1 equals to 0. Correct? Yes or
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
Okay. Now if you solve this x cube minus 1, so this will be kind of looking like this x minus 1, a cube minus b cube. Okay. So now from this equation, if you see here, I have two roots, right? So for this, x is equals to 0 and x equals to 1, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And for this thing, this part, we don't have any real roots, right? Do we have? Because if you see my d, what is my d? That is b square minus 4ac. When do we have no real roots? When it is less than 0. So if you calculate this value, this is coming out to be 1 minus 4, which is less than 0. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So in general, I have two roots. When first is when my x equals to 0, and second when my x equals to 1. Correct? Now, when my x equals to 0, what will the value of y? It will be 0. Yes or no?
Ma'am,
Yes.
and the
Yes.
factoring part.
Sorry.
Did not understand the factoring part.
Factoring part. What I did is this till here, this is fine. This basically is the formula of a cube minus b cube, which is a minus b, a square plus b square A square plus B square plus AB. Okay. This is just the formula of AQ minus BQ. Is this fine?
Yes.
Okay. So if you just check here, so this part is x equals to 0, x minus 1 is equals to 0, right? So that means my x equals to 0 and x equals to 1. And if you solve this thing, if I just see here, my discriminant is what? B square minus 4AC, right? Which is coming out to be 1 minus 4, which is minus 3, which is less than 0. So that means I don't have real roots for this thing. So I only have two roots. That is 0 and 1. Correct? Okay. So now when my x equals to 0, my y is also coming out to be 0, and my x equals to 1, my y is also coming out to be 1. So, okay. So what are the 2 points? 0, comma 0 and 1, comma 1. Is this question clear?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So shall we proceed to the next question now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So here we have two questions. Now, find the value of fx, which is given to be e raised to the power x square minus this at the smaller point where the graph of the function this cuts the x-axis.
One.
0,
One.
1. Okay.
I think answer option A is correct.
No, no, only for this question. This is another question.
One is the answer.
1 is the answer.
Ma'am, 1 is the answer.
Okay. Space. Okay, so let's solve this question. So we have find the value of fx, which is e of x square minus 5x plus 6 at the smaller point where the graph of the function cuts the x-axis. That means we need to find out what the, you can say the intercept, or you can say the points at which the graph cuts the x-axis. So how will we find out? We will find out by factorizing, right? So we have a quadratic formula x square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. So if I factorize this, so this will be kind of minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 equals to 0. X minus 3 minus 2, x minus 3. So this will be x minus 3, x minus 2 equals to 0. So I'm getting x equals to 2 and 3. Okay. Now we need to check for the smaller points. So now x is equal to 2 and 3. So there are 2 points at which they cut the x-axis, right? So what is the smaller point? We will choose x equals to 2. This is the smaller point. Now just find the value of f2, which is e raised to the power 2 square minus 5 2 plus 6. So if you solve this, you should get 1 as the answer. Is the question clear? Is the question clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next question. If f is a function which is going from 3 to infinite to 1 to infinite is defined by this, find the f inverse of x.
Ma'am, option A.
Option A.
Option
What about others?
Option
Option A.
Yes, ma'am. Option A.
Okay. So what is the question? The question is f of x is x square minus 6x plus 10, right? And the domain is given to be from 3 to infinite to 1 to infinite, right? Okay. Now, first of all, we will just rewrite this function, right? So my f of x can be written as, so by using the completing the squares one, so this will be x square minus 6x plus 3 whole square minus 3 whole square plus 10, correct? So I can just write it as x minus 3 whole square, yes, minus 9 plus 10, which will be equal to x minus 3 whole square minus 1. Till here it's fine? Sorry, plus 1. Till here it's fine? So this is my f of x, correct? So what will be my f inverse of x? See, my y is, so let's suppose this is my y, which is x minus 3 whole square plus 1. So the first step is what? We will just replace it with, we will just swap x and y, right? So this is y minus 3 whole square plus 1, correct? Yes or no?
yes.
Okay. So this will be x minus 1 equals to y minus 3 whole square. Okay. So that means my y minus 3 is coming out to be plus minus of under root of x minus 1, correct? Now we need to check if we have to take the positive one or the negative one. Now if you see the domain, what is the domain? It is going from 3 to infinite, correct? Yes or no?
Positive.
So we will be taking the positive one. So it will be y is equals to 3 plus under root of x minus 1. So this is my f inverse of x, which is 3 plus under root of x minus 1. Is this question clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Let f of x is this. Then find f of x. Find this value and tell me the answer.
First option.
Option
Ma'am,
first.
option A.
Option A. Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, option C.
Option C.
Ma'am, option
Option A. Anyone else?
C, ma'am.
C.
Yes, option C.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. So what is it? My f of x is given. So first of all, what you want to find out? See, we need f of x, correct? This is what we need to find out. First, what we'll find out? We will find out this thing, okay? Which is f of x. What is this? It is basically, in place of x, I will just put f of x, correct? 1 plus f of x. Fine. So this will be my x by under root 1 plus x square divided by under root of 1 plus x by under root of 1 plus x square. Correct? Fine. So this will be x by under root 1 plus x square divided by x square. 1 plus x square upon 1 plus x square. Fine. Now, okay. So now this thing, if you see here, this will actually become x upon under root of 1 plus x square divided by under root of 1 plus 2x square divided by under root of 1 plus x square. Is this fine? Till here?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you see, this will get cancelled. So I will be left out with x upon under root of 1 plus 2x square. Correct? Now next we will find out f of x. Correct? So this will be x upon under root of 1 plus 2x square divided by under root of 1 plus x by under root of 1 plus 2x square whole square. So if you solve this thing, you will get x upon under root of 1 plus 3x square. So that means my option A is correct option. Is this question clear? Just the same process, like how we did this one, right? We have to do the same thing here. So when we do the same thing, we'll get this answer only. Is this question clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following statement is or are true?
B, ma'am.
B?
Yep.
Only B?
A, B, and D.
A, B, and D. What about others?
I'm not sure about D, ma'am.
Okay.
I think D is also correct.
Okay. Okay, let's see each of the options. Okay, so the first option is range of a function is a subset of the codomain. That is true, right?
Yes.
Right. So range is always a subset of a codomain. This option is true. It's valid. Okay. Now, second option is a function is bijective if and only if it is both injective and surjective. It is true. Correct. What is injective and surjective? It's like this is like 1 1 and this is on 2. Correct.
On to.
So when a function is a bijective, when it is 1 1 and on 2 both, right? So this option is also true. Now, third option, range of an odd degree polynomial is always R. Is it true?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. So this is also true. Now, and what about option D?
It's false.
Why false?
Because if we take x as a negative, then the function will be a positive, means it will be increasing function.
See, it is 1 upon, I can write this as 1 upon 1800 raised to the power x, correct?
Yes.
Hmm? Okay. So now if you see, if I just put the values, I'm not drawing any graph or something. I'm just going with the numbers. So if I just go with the numbers and all, um, so let's suppose my x is 1. So it will be 1 upon 1800. When x is 2, 1 upon 1800 raised to the power 2. And it will go on like this, correct? So if you see here, if I just divide, this will go to 0. It will tend to 0.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that means, is this a decreasing function?
Not, no. We have still left to check minus.
Hmm?
It is only for natural number. We have not
See, there
checked
is one
the
more thing. Na?
negative.
If my a is raised to the power minus x, okay, and if my a is greater than 1, if you remember, if my a is greater than 1, then it is a decreasing function. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you see here, this 1800 raised to the power minus x, it's in the form of exponential. And if my a, yes or no?
Yeah.
Hmm? Now is it clear?
Yes, ma'am, I have a doubt.
Hmm.
Why can't we take x as a negative integer?
X as a negative integer? Um, what do you mean? Like,
I am telling that if we take x as minus 3, then the minus sign will get cancelled and we will have a raised to 3. Then it will become increasing function.
1 second. A raised to the power -3.
Unless we have a domain restriction.
See, if uh, then that would be a see, if you take that thing also, if you take with minus sign also, so if you let's suppose if you take -3, -2, let's suppose, okay, then also if you see here, it's actually like it will go like this. Then also it will be a decreasing function, not an increasing function. Okay.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. So that's what. So the graph will kind of, I guess, it should look like this. If you take values like this, it will go like this. 1 upon. So that's why this is a decreasing function. Is this fine?
Yeah.
So all my options are correct. Is the question clear? Shall we move on to the next question?
No, could you clarify? I didn't get to the third one, the range of odd degree thing. Could you explain the part?
The range of an odd degree polynomial is always R.
Yes, ma'am.
So, 1 second. Okay, so the question, range of an odd degree is always R. So if you take an odd degree polynomial, right? Odd degree in the sense, like, so the polynomial is kind of an, sorry, x raised to the power n plus so on, right? This is how I write the polynomial, right? And this n is actually the degree, correct? The highest degree. Now this degree they are saying it's odd. Okay. Now if you just remember, when my degree is odd, okay, there were two things. What were the two things? If my degree is odd and my x is tending to infinite, then my polynomial will also tend to infinite if my an is greater than 0. Correct? If I'm just talking about when an is greater than 0, and when my px, it will go to minus infinite if my an is less than 0. Yes or no?
Yes.
Correct. So now if you just check here, so all the polynomials, if I take the polynomials like x cube, okay, if I take any polynomial like x raised to the power 5 minus 2x plus 1, all of these, this all will always be having some range in a domain, like in a range of real numbers.
But it's always true.
Yeah, it is always true.
Okay, thank you.
Did you get the point?
Yes, ma'am. Maybe I would go back to the previous weeks and one second. But here I'm not, because I thought like this is like a kind of what do you call there may be some exceptions to that, or it won't be always R. So that's the reason I had a doubt about that. So I think the question.
See, the thing is, for the odd degree polynomial, if you see, like, okay, so if you see the odd degree polynomial, the like sometimes it can be kind of like this, right? And some graph can look like this, right? So whatever the value is, like if you see here, if my x is going to infinite, my polynomial is also going to infinite, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. So if
Yes.
you just remember like that table, if you remember, when I have, if my an is less than 0, okay, and if we have odd degree of polynomial, then if my x tends to infinite, my px will tend to minus infinite, okay, and if my x is tend to minus infinite, then my px will tend to positive infinite, correct? Do you
Yeah.
remember this? So
Yes.
whatever the case is, my polynomial, it's tending to minus, like infinite to minus, that means it is in the range of R. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the point.
Okay. Thank you.
So it will always be in real number. So we are just talking about the odd number. We're not talking about the even degree. Sorry. We are not talking about the even the whole degree. We are just talking about the odd degree. For the odd degree case only, we are having this situation.
Okay.
Okay. That is what.
Thank you.
Okay. Shall we move on to the next question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So now we have, let px equals to this. The sum of all the real number k for which x minus 2 is a factor of px is this. Find the value of that.
Ma'am, -8.
Minus 8. Okay. Hello. Hello. Is the question solved? Are you guys solving this question?
Yes.
Okay. So is it
I think option A is correct.
Option A.
Yeah.
Okay. What about others?
Rest of the answers are in the chat. Some of them are saying -8 D. Yeah.
-8. Okay. Okay. So the question is, we have Px equals to kx cube plus 2kx square plus k cube. Okay. So now they are saying sum of all the real numbers k for which x minus 2 is a factor of px. If x minus 2 is a factor of px, that means x minus 2 is equals to 0, x equals to 2, right? So we will, in place of x, we will just put 2, right? So this will be k 2 cube plus 2k square into 2 square plus k cube. Okay. So this will be my 8k plus 8k square plus k cube. Now from here, this will be k will get take out common. So this will be 8 plus 8k plus k square. Correct? Now this thing is actually equals to 0, right? So that means I have to check out for the roots. Yes or no? Till here, everything is clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So that means one of the root. So according to the question, what we need to find out the sum of all the real numbers of k. What is a k? K is this part, which I have to find out the roots of k, right? So this will be one root is 0. Correct? One value of k is 0. What is the other part, which is k square plus 8k plus 8 is equals to 0. Now I have to find out the value of k. How will I find out? By the formula, quadratic formula? Yes or
Yeah.
no? Okay. Okay. But if you want to do in a simplest manner, see what we need the sum of all real numbers. Now, if you remember the sum of you can say the roots, sum of roots, like if I have alpha and beta, they are equal to minus b by a. Do you remember this thing? My alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a. What is alpha? Alpha is one root and beta is the other root, right? So if I just go with this thing, okay, then my sum of roots, that means my first root and my second root will be equal to minus 8 by 1, which is equals to minus 8. Only for this thing,
Yes.
this part. Okay. So what will be the total sum of values? Which will be 0 plus minus 8, which is equals to minus 8. Yes or no? Is this part clear? Or you can just go with this, like you will just go with that quadratic formula. You will have the two roots and then you have to add all of that. You can go with by that as well. I just took the simplest method. Is this question clear? Is this part clear to everyone? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Suppose f is from R to R is defined by this. Now, which of the following statement is true about fx? We need to find out the end behavior of fx when x tends to infinite and when x tends to minus infinite. Sorry? Option D. Okay. D. Okay. What about others?
Ma'am, option A.
I also think option A is correct.
Option C, ma'am.
Option A is correct.
Option C.
Option C. Okay, let's check out. Okay, so what we need to find out, we need to find out the end behavior, right? So end behavior in the sense, like what will be the value when my x tends to infinite and when my x tends to minus infinite, correct? Now, for this fx, so my fx is, what is my fx? Fx is basically x upon 5 raised to the power x plus x upon 3 raised to the power x plus 10, correct? Now, we will just check for each of the terms. So the first case is we're going to take is when my x is tends to infinite. Okay, positive finite. Now, the first term is x upon 5 raised to the power x, correct? Now, if you check here, this my numerator part is basically a linear term, correct? And this part is exponential term. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. Now, if you see here, um, the exponential grows faster than linear. That means my limit when my x tends to infinite, if I go infinite, this x upon 5 raised to the power x will be equal to 0 if I take x finite.
Yes.
Tell me. Similarly, this will be same case for when my, if I take for 3 raised to the power x, this will also go to 0.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct? So that means, so my f of x will be what? 0 plus 0 plus 10. So this will be equal to 10. So if you see here, option number A. So my end behavior of fx as x tends to infinite is equals to 10. This is fine.
Hmm. That
First case is fine.
that understood,
Okay.
ma'am. But
Okay. Now
this
let's,
graph actually doesn't make a symbiote at 10. I want to know
sorry.
why. The horizontal asymptote is not on the 10. That is something I want to know why.
You are trying to draw a graph or something?
I did try to do this and also tried to verify if like a symbiote tells me where the end behavior will be, right? It will go close to 10 but not 10, but this time it's actually crossing 10.
Okay, if you're going with graph. Hmm. Okay, that graph part, okay, I'll just see the graph thing later on. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Maybe go with this theory part. Yeah. Then next, when my case 2 is x tends to minus infinite. Okay. When my x is tending to minus infinite, then the first term is x upon 5 raised to the power x, correct? So, okay, so if you take any values, right? So let's suppose my values are x equals to minus 10. Let's suppose. Okay. So now this will be minus 10 upon 5 raised to the power minus 10, right? So this will be kind of like some some negative value, correct? Yes or no? Right? Similarly, if I go beyond that, like let's suppose minus 100. So this will be minus 100 divided by 5 raised to the power minus 100, right? So this will also be a huge negative number. So in general, I can say if my x is tending to minus infinite, then this value is actually going to minus infinite negative value. Yes or no? Is this
Yes.
part clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Okay. Similarly, I can say if my x is tending to minus infinite, then this value will also go to minus infinite.
Minus
Like it will
infinite.
tend to minus like old negative value. So in short, it will be minus infinite plus minus infinite plus 10. It will be equal to what? Minus infinite,
Minus infinite. Yes, ma'am.
right? So now if you see here in this option, we don't have that option, right? So if you see here, it is going when x is tending to a minus infinite, it is going to infinite. No, it should be minus infinite. So that means only A option is correct. Is the question clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sure.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Now last question. Yeah, this one. Let fx be this, and if f inverse of x is this, then find the value of a plus b plus c.
Six is the answer.
Sorry, what is the answer?
6.
6. Okay.
Ma'am, the answer is 6.
Okay. Okay, let's solve this. So what is the question? My f of x is basically 2x minus 1 upon x plus 3, right? So this is what my y is, right? So now, so 2x minus 1 upon x plus 3 is equals to y. So this will be 2x minus 1 equals to y x plus 3. Okay, if we cross multiply. Now this will become, so this is xy plus 3y equals to 2x minus 1. Okay. Now take out the x term on one side. So this will be xy minus 2x equals to 3y. Sorry. So let's take it in this way. So this will be 2x minus xy equals to 3y plus 1. Okay. So this will be x into 2 minus y, 3y plus 1. So x will be 3y plus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. So now, what is this? So this is my f inverse of y, which is basically 3y plus 1 upon 2 minus y, correct? Like in general, this will be f of x will be 3x plus 1 upon 2 minus y. Now, what is the question they are stating? It is f inverse of x is ax plus b upon c minus x. Ax plus b upon c minus x, correct? So now if you just compare both of these, what is the value of a here? 3. What is the value of b? That is 1, and c is 2. So what will be a plus b plus c, which will be 3 plus 1 plus 2,
6.
which is 6. Is the question clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. That was the last question. Are all the questions clear to everyone? Yes or no?
Trying to get my head around maths, ma'am.
Okay.
Not from a maths background.
Okay, that's fine. Just go through the questions, go through the lectures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I have a similar situation because I've been working with, and I had my, I mean, after my class 10th, and I have been into science stream. I didn't take math at all.
Mhm.
I have been into life science with my master's and postmaster, and I've been working. So after this, I enrolled for the foundation thing with management, PS management, which I started recently. So
Correct.
given the thing, the math part, I also saw the qualifier. For me, it was kind of, I don't know about others, but I find it a bit on the higher side. So
The
I just
qualifier exam?
yes, ma'am, because I didn't do math at all for ages. So this is my math exam after a decade or plus, to be frank.
Okay.
So I couldn't even prepare properly. That's another thing because I didn't have much time to sit for the exam also. I mean preparation also. But I want to know
Okay.
how I can actually go ahead in the future days. I mean the coming, I mean the
See,
next
just
Q2 and all this thing.
just what I can say is just go through the open sessions. Like we have open summary sessions, right? For all the weeks. Just go through all the videos. So in that you will just get to know the like you don't have to go through the lectures like whole we have 10 lectures, 13 lectures in 1 week, right? So
Yes,
if you
ma'am.
go to the open like that open sessions and all, it will be like combined in 2 hours. You will get all the things in 2 hours. Correct?
The summary sessions. Okay.
The summary sessions. Go through
Okay.
that and do the questions, the practice assignment questions or the graded assignment question. At first, you won't be able to do that questions that I can understand. Then
Okay.
just like you can take the help of AI and everything and see how they are solving the questions. So with that, you will just get a gist of like how to solve the questions. Now again, like solve the questions, that means like you have to understand how they are solving it. Okay, you will just get one what do you say, a pattern, or you can say like if I have these kind of questions, or if the question is asking some kind of like this things, right? So we can solve it like that. You will get a pattern or something, like you will understand one concept. Okay. And
Okay.
then you will be able to, get to know, okay, like it will be easy for you to solve more questions. That is what. And also go through
Yeah,
the previous year questions. That is more
okay.
like, you will get more idea.
The first couple of weeks I was kind of understanding things, that's for sure.
Hmm.
And as I told you, but I was actually attending. I think out of the 4 summary, I did 3, if I'm right,
Hmm.
properly. I mean, I would say 50% because in one of the case, in other 2 cases, I was able to attend halfway through or something because of that.
Hmm.
But my thing is, like, as I told you, I didn't prepare well. That's my mistake. The second
Hmm.
part is, and the other thing is also with the time. But given the thing, because people, I mean, when they said like it's kind of people can do that part with any background, so I thought I will do it with management part. And given the thing, because I was actually advised to go for AI and data science, but I thought it will be more towards higher math and so on. So I just thought I prefer to get into management because it will be useful for me also. But in the long run, coming days, I do understand what math will be only for the first semester, if I'm right, for the
Yeah,
management.
correct.
I'm not,
Correct,
yeah,
correct.
not the math
Hmm.
2 part. But
Hmm.
this itself, because as I told you, after a long time, I'm sitting when I'm trying to solve the math problem. I was getting the first 2 weeks, but now I'm finding it difficult. But so I want to know whether should I actually get some other kind of any basic math stuff from myself, for me at least.
No, this maths is basically the basic only. Like what you have already learned in 10th, 11th, and 12th. Nah, these are basic maths,
As I told you,
actually.
I didn't do
Ma'am,
math after 10th, class 10th.
actually, there is something that probably IITM never account for, is the statewide syllabus. So what
Mm-hmm.
really happens in Maharashtra State Board, you don't learn permutation and combination.
Okay.
Okay, you
Hmm.
don't learn those extended relational maths.
Oh.
Yeah,
All those things are pretty much new to us.
and even I mean, at least for the students who are recently into from the school to college and all the thing for them. For me, at least, as I told you, it's been a decade plus after
Mm-hmm.
working on
Correct,
all these
correct.
things. So that is, I mean, I'll to be frank, even my own state syllabus would have been outdated by this time for math. Given
See,
the
this math subject and stat subject, like in which calculation and everything is there now. Until and unless you practice them by hand,
okay,
okay, you won't get the gist of that subject.
true.
That I can say. Okay. So whether like, see, the thing is, who are in ninth class, who are still like who are in studying in ninth class, they also don't know what is permutation combinations, right? So what they're
Yeah.
doing, they're just going with basic thing, they are just learning, right? So that is what your stage is. So you're also learning it. So how we learn by practicing. We had other books. Like at that time, we didn't had any chat GPT or AI. Now we have a
True.
AI and chat GPT. So we can take the help of chat GPT so that we can have more explanation of what is permutation combination or the explanation of this the week or anything, right? So there are many methods by which you can learn more, correct?
Yeah.
So you can just
And
take
should
this
I buy
stage as when you are in ninth class or 10th class or something. And you
okay
just have to go from the start, like from the
from
scratch
the
you have to
scratch?
learn.
Yeah, from the scratch, I can
Correct.
understand. So I also
So
want to ask you. So in this case, should I actually get the 10th and 11th and 12th math also together to really to understand? Because uh,
no,
uh,
that is fine. See, the 10th and 12th, you don't have to go to that. Like whatever it is, they have just um so like everything is there in this content only. The main thing is if you don't understand anything, you can just take the help of AI or take any help of the book or something
okay.
at that point, right? So it's like just go with the AI. It will be helpful for you. Like exact thing you will get, right? You don't have to go through the books and all, search for that topic and all.
Uh, Ma'am, there is something I'm trying to actually wrap my head around. I'm again from the management batch only.
Hmm.
And just like the gentleman over here, I do have a similar problem.
Hmm.
Only thing is, I'm trying to strategize my course or like course credits according to this. So going forward, as probably I might have qualified, I don't know. I passed maths on the right, like exact edge of the
Hmm.
course. Okay,
Okay.
I'm thinking of taking maths for the next term so that
Hmm.
throughout this term and the next term I'll study the same thing. Okay, so I might have a better grasp on this sort of topic. But I think it's not allowed. Can you probably confirm if it is? I can drop maths and take it in the next term
You
and take
can
any
do
other
that.
subject at the place.
Yes, I think we can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, but people are saying that yeah, I'm not allowed to take any other subject on that place. I want to take four subjects across.
Yeah,
No,
see, the
no.
foundation subjects only you can take. You can't take any other subjects.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the thing is,
exactly.
there are
Foundation ones.
prerequisites, right? Yeah, prerequisite in the sense like if you want to take maths 2, you should have complete maths 1. That is what
Mhm,
the thing is. If you want to take stats 2, you should complete stats 1 in the previous term. Then only you can
mhm.
opt stats 2. So that is what. So
So
you have to check for the prerequisite. What are the
there are no
subjects and
prerequisites for management, ma'am. So
Yeah.
I can
I
take
mean,
any other subject, right, in the place of maths and probably do
for
it for
the
in the next
foundation
term.
level of management, there are subjects, right? Maths 1,
Yeah,
stats
there
1.
are
Hmm.
maths one,
I
stats one,
mean,
computational
even the
thinking.
case, I think, if I'm right, he has to, I mean, once after the qualifier, if he's asking, I read the document that we can actually choose the number of subjects based on the convenience, but we
Hmm.
cannot, if you want to take a break, there is something to request to take a break and so on, that where we take a break and do the thing in the next semester and so on. But it's always, they advise that it's always advised to continue with the after the qualifier, but not mandatory all the 4 course. We can actually shrink to, even for example, as he is mentioning, that if he finds difficulty with the math, he can drop math for this semester, but he can continue
And you
next
can
semester.
continue. We can
But
do
only
that.
thing is he has to redo all the exercises from the week 1. That is the
Correct.
that is the
That,
condition.
that's totally fine. Actually, it's redoing is much more better of a practice rather than trying it on the first hand and clearing out in the first go.
Yeah,
Right.
I think if you read the document and the document grading document, you can understand that that is, after qualifier, it's not mandatory to take all the 4 courses. Even they have given a table according to the convenience for people working and people doing something along, that you can take 4 courses if you are free, 3 if you have some time, and 2 if you're too busy or something of the kind they are given. If my understanding is right. So if you take just 2 subjects in this semester, for example, if you take just English and stat for the semester, you can do CET and math in the next thing. But they also talk about some combination, because I think they themselves has given a combination of CET and English 1 in the semester. I mean CET and math, if I'm right, or English and math for the first semester, and stat and CET in the second semester. Because I learned from some of my friends who are doing the data science in applications there, who are my seniors now. They said it's not a good advice if you're starting everything to have stat, CT, and math together. Especially stat and math is not a good combination if you're not into part, because stat will become busy after from week 5, and so is the case with math from week 5. That's what I got an advice from them. So, and ma'am, I think
Yeah,
you are also an instructor for stat, if I'm right.
Yeah, correct.
Oh yeah. So this is what I got that way, because they said if you're starting
No,
from
no, I do agree with this. So like stats and maths, little difficult. Yeah, that I also agree.
especially for my case, they said that you say that you didn't touch math for ages. It's a good thing that you actually do one at a time, even if you feel that, I mean, you can take English and math. That's the best combination, but don't do anything else if you feel that you have less time, and at the same time can't put effort, at least in the at least for the foundation post qualified thing. So that's what
just a
advice I got.
thought, ma'am. Is there an
Yeah.
extreme overlap of maths 1 and stats 1, and like in terms of operations and anything that we do?
Operation in the sense?
Something like execute, like anything that we execute on the problems, steps. So is there an
So you are
overlap
saying
on maths?
um,
Like, do I need
common
multi,
between
common.
common between stats 1 and no, there is nothing. No. Maths 1 is different, stats is different.
Okay. Fine.
But
Then
I
at least
guess
I can take stats.
stats it's little bit easy, no? No, not at all.
Stats I found easy compared to max. I find stat bit easy for me at least.
Yeah, a little bit easy. Yeah.
frankly, ma'am, I kind of grew up playing with Google Sheets, so stats is very much easy for me. Only
Yeah.
thing that came out to be surprised as permutations and combinations, which was
Permutation
never
combination.
taught
Yeah.
in
Permutation and
in
combination,
Maharashtra.
you will
In
get
stat, they didn't
confused,
ask
that
the
I
pie
do
chart
agree.
problem at all for the qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes. For my template of question, I heard there will be a lot of templates of question, but my
Mhm.
question, question paper, I didn't see a pie chart problem in my question paper.
No, there was like in every set there was a pie chart problem. Only thing is it was framed as a table. Okay, so you might have had it just in a different form.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So
thank you.
anything else? Yeah, that's it.
That's it, ma'am. Thank
Ma'am,
you so much.
other thing is we were actually told that yesterday won't be the deadline of the week 5, but it would be extended further in the previous
Hmm.
instructor section, the previous.
Hmm.
But I thought like it would be, but only thing is, after seeing the mail yesterday, I was quite taken aback that yesterday was the deadline for week 5 again.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah,
So I don't know.
yeah,
I
it's
did really
fine.
bad with week 5.
It's fine. You can just go with the other weeks, 6 and
Honestly,
7.
it is a disaster for week 5.
Okay. It's fine.
So,
It's fine. You just concentrate on week 6 and week 7. That is fine. So
okay.
they're gonna take the best of like from week 7, right? Like from week to
Yeah,
week
they
7.
but I think the results will be out tomorrow, if I'm right.
Yeah,
And
I guess from
they
tomorrow or
sent a
by
message.
Monday, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I got a mail today evening saying that by tomorrow EOD we can
Yeah,
expect.
they will share the results. Yeah.
Okay.
See.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a great night. Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye
Good
bye.
night.
Good night.